Blessed love, it's Liga and welcome to another Fit Marketer video. And in today's video, I am going to show my peeps how to handstand in just 5 easy steps. Yes, that's right, 5 easy steps. Now, I'm going to show you from the very beginning how to start training your handstand properly. And once you learn the handstand, you will unlock tremendous upper body strength, body control, and balance. And there are three main components when it comes to unlocking the handstand. And the first is upper body strength, the second is proper form, and the third is balance. And I will show you how to properly train these components in this routine. So before we get started, remember to hit that like button and also subscribe if you don't already for more videos like this. And another important thing is wow. Okay, so I will put a link. It should pop up right over my head right now in this video to show you how to properly warm up your body for any form of bodyweight training. Okay, now the first step to developing a great handstand is developing your upper body strength. Okay, and the exercise that we choose for this job that is going to start you off from scratch is going to be the Pike hold. Okay, this exercise will strengthen from your wrist, your forearm, and your shoulders. Okay, now I'm going to show you what this move looks like. So we want to stand up in a push-up position and up into a fight. Yeah. Now, this routine, you want to perform this particular exercise for about 15 to 20 seconds, 3 rounds. Okay? And this is the first step to developing proper upper body strength to master our handstand. Now, we should have mastered our Pike hold and is ready to move on to the next progression, which is going to be the elevated Pike hold. Now, this position, we will be putting more weight on our wrist and shoulders, which will make the exercise that more difficult, but it's getting us a lot more closer to our handstand. Okay, and we will want to perform this progression about 20 to 30 seconds for 3 sets. And once this progression gets easy, that means you have developed the proper upper body strength and now is ready to go upside down. Okay, and it's ready for the next exercise, which is going to be walk up into the handstand. But first, I'm going to show you what the elevating Pike looks like. So, here we are. One walk right up. Pike hold. Everything. So, as I said, once we have mastered this move, that means we develop proper upper body strength and it's ready to start going upside down. brings us to our next exercise, which is going to be wall walk into handstand. Okay? Now that we have mastered our first two progression, which is the pike hold and the elevated pike hold, we should have built up enough upper body strength to get our body upside down. Okay? And now our next exercise is going to be wall walks into handstand. And this exercise is not just great for our shoulders and wrists, but also the core that is forced to keep the body in a straight line as we walk up the wall. And also in this position, we are learning the correct form for the handstand and learning how to press our fingertips to keep us from falling out of the handstand. And once we have mastered this progression, we will be ready for the next aspect of the handstand training, which is going to be form. And the exercise that we are going to be using for that particular part of the routine is going to be handstand kick-ups. But before we get to handstand kick-ups, I'm going to show you how the wall walk to handstand is done. Okay? Starting up in a push-up position and slowly maybe that we walk up to the wall, coordinated, and walk to get as close as possible to the wall. Okay? Once we have mastered this, meaning we can do the 3 reps in a row, then we there you have it. That is wall walk to handstand, and this is very great for mastering your handstand, because when you on the wall there, you're in the correct position, plus you're also learning press and release those fingertips so that you don't fall over. Okay? And now, after you have mastered this, we are ready for our next exercise and the next part of the routine, which is going to be the form. And we are going to use the handstand kick-ups to work on our form. Okay? And now we have completed the first aspect of a handstand training, which is developing the proper upper body strength. And now we're going to move into our other phase, which is form. And the exercise that we will be using for this job is going to be the handstand kick-ups. Okay? And we're still going to work using a wall because we only just want to focus on the form and our strength and leave the balance aspect. Okay? Now, with that said, I'm going to show you how this is done. Now, we want to start off in a push-up position, kicking leg bent and the leading leg straight, and we kick up into handstand. We want to keep our arms straight at all times. We want to lead with our hips on the way up. Now, once you have mastered this with correct form, you are ready for the next aspect of the handstand training, which is going to be one of the hardest part, and that is balance. Okay? So with that said, our next exercise And our final part of our handstand training is going to be working on the balance, and this is where we're going to use our finger press and release, steer our feet to keep us in the handstand. And now we are going to train the final and most important part of the handstand is the balance aspect. And in this part of the training, we're going to use our fingers. And this is where we learn how to steer our legs in a handstand. Okay? So with that said, in a handstand, you can fall backwards or forwards. And with the finger press or release, you control a forward or backward motion with your feet. Okay? So I'm going to show you how this is done, and we are also still going to be using a wall. Okay? So we want to kick up on the wall, and we are going to press on our fingertips, and you should see my feet come off the wall. And as I release, my feet go on back on the wall. So we want to practice this. Once we practice this enough and master it, so once we have mastered that move there, which is the finger press and release, you have actually mastered your handstand and ready to start doing handstand out in the open, which we call free handstand. And also you're ready to learn the final aspect of the handstand, which is the dismount. And this is very important because this will take away the fear of falling forward because you can dismount. And this will also have you doing handstand almost anywhere, on railings, on any high surface, not just on the ground. Okay? So with that said, we are going to practice our dismount next. So now we have unlocked our handstand, and now we are going to train the final aspect, which is dismount. And as I say, this will take away the fear of falling forward and having to do handstand and railing on any high surface because you have mastered your dismount. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how this move performs. So as we are in the handstand, we are falling, we want to decide that we are comfortable. Okay? Left side, I'm going to switch to the left. And there is your dismount. That will give you the confidence to do your handstand anywhere, knowing that you can dismount if you don't go properly or something went wrong in the handstand. So you can dismount without hurting yourself. Okay? Nice and easy. There you have it, how to handstand with just 5 easy steps. And if you follow this routine consistently, you will be doing handstand quicker than you think. Okay? This is Ross Leaguer, Fit Marketer TV, and we post every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. sharp. So if you got follow from the video, please smash that like button and also subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. So give thanks for watching. I'm out.